But you will, and you will know him. I looked back at the pool. I'll drown. No, you won't. But if you're too afraid, then I'll escort you back to the Pruitt's home. This choice must be yours, and yours alone. How long will I take? Can't hold my breath very long. You know I have to get back before Mother discovers I've gone. Once through the water, time changes. One day might be a week beyond the pool, so you'll have plenty of time. There's nothing to fear. Nothing here, that is. A week? How long will I know when to come back? How will I know when to come back? Well, these things aren't precise, but if you insist on being back before sunrise, I do. Just make sure to return within 5 or 6 days there. That should do it. 5 or 6? What if you're wrong? Then just make it 5 to be sure. I couldn't possibly do what she was suggesting, but something in the water refused to let me turn my back. Was it as warm as it looked? Dive into the light, or return to the life I'd always known. Those were my choices. I didn't want to go back to the old attic, to Mother and her disapproval, to Mr. Pruitt and his hatred, to my own self-loathing, pain and loneliness waited for me there. Could there be more through the water?
Time is running out, my child, Aggie said. You must decide. And you'll be right here waiting? Yes, of course. Right here waiting. Just enter the water and swim for the light. Then do the same to return. Everything else will become plain. Oh, there is one more thing. Once through, you may not remember this world, but that's of no consequence. Dive, my child. Life awaits you. It didn't occur to me then that if I couldn't remember this world after entering the water, I wouldn't know to come back in 5 days. But I was too distracted by the wonder of the water itself. I had to know. Stepping towards the pool, I stripped down to my simple white dress and long socks. I set the rest aside and walked to the water's edge. You're sure? I said absently, looking for one last word of assurance. I have no doubt. I looked back at the water and stepped in, gasping as warmth spread up my ankles. It tingled with power, unlike anything I'd ever felt. As I waded in, the water rose to my knees, then waist, then shoulders, and my fear slipped away. I took a deep breath and dunked my head. The power was all around me, humming in my ears and reaching to my bones. I opened my eyes and saw that the brilliant blue-green color surrounded me. Beneath my feet, a pocket of shining white light beckoned. I dove for it, pushing my hands through the water and kicking my legs to propel me. The pocket grew and my lungs started to burn. Maybe I should have been afraid, but I wasn't. The white light blinded me to all the other colors. Bright, hot light wrapped around me, erasing everything else. And then everything went dark. The end of chapter 3. MillieMaven and the Bronze Medallion.